Honestly, the thing that's saving me the most is my lash perm. No mascara. I do it every time before I travel. Buenos dias! I am in Spain right now, specifically Sevilla. So traveling to Europe has been an experience. It's our first time in Europe. There's a lot of things that I definitely came well prepared for, and then there are other things like bringing a rolly suitcase and a big day bag has been a bit of a tricky thing, namely lack of elevators. But there are things that I am here to prepare you for. This is not as fashion-based, but these are travel essentials that I have learned to carry with me and have been lifesavers. So these are incredible products. Since this one is not as style-based, you can see all my outfits and my highlights on my Instagram at Letitia to check out what I've been doing in Spain. First thing that I learned is to bring a power bar. If you're going anywhere that you need a converter for, instead of buying a whole bunch of converters, bring a power bar, and then you just plug this into the converter and you have multiple of your outlets to use. I do have a couple of fashion items. One thing is this bag. It actually comes with a shoe bag and a laundry bag. Inside, it has a safety pouch, a bunch of compartments on each side, and then an extra case for your laptop. So that's my carry-on luggage. I actually saw the other night a couple. They each had 2 rolly suitcases. It's just brutal if you don't have an elevator, having to carry 2 suitcases each. Having to carry 1 was already brutal enough. Then my next bag, this one is from Everlane. The hostel host was like, oh, be careful about your big bag, the Dagny and Dover, because he said Europe is really bad with pickpockets, but Barcelona pickpockets are like a whole other ball game. So I was extra cautious. And I had a fanny pack before, but it was very small, and I wanted a bag big enough to carry my camera, my phone. It just barely fits everything, but it has all the essentials that I need. I was thinking that it was very versatile so that I could use it as a clutch if I need to. But for the most part, I had it hanging over my shoulder like this. So hanging in the front, magnet closures make it easy to get things. And yes, it runs pretty deep. It holds a lot of stuff. A lot of you have been asking about this hat. I got on my first vacation ever with Steph. We went to Panama and then we just bought it at a local shop. I've always stuffed my accessories into like a Ziploc bag. Missouri has their own accessories case that actually holds all of your jewelry that you need. I really like that it's a really small case. It's very unassuming, nothing flashy. And when you open it up, it has everything that you need. It's a little thrown together at the moment because I haven't sorted anything. But you have somewhere to hang your earrings or your necklaces. Look at this tiny pouch. And then I just slip. And nothing gets lost, nothing gets messy. It has a section for snap closures for studs. This is for rings, but then I put my hoop earrings through it. Then I throw my barrettes. And also, it's not soft. I was looking for sandals that had arch support, but were not Birkenstocks because they just don't look good with everything. And then I came across these on Everlane. The only problem is, do you see this one is looser than this one. So I don't have much room on this strap versus having more room on this one. And so this second strap has been rubbing into my left foot a bit. Other than that, it's super, super comfortable, and the color is, you just don't find shoes of this color, and I just felt like they were really special. So for beauty products, not much is different from my travel makeup essentials in the video that I'll link in the description. But a couple of things worth noting, and I think I've mentioned this before, but powder sunscreen. It's great if you're wearing makeup, and it also actually helps as blotting powder. Just a note that I've been told that powder sunscreen is not as effective as liquid sunscreen. Solid particles just don't distribute over your face as well as liquid. So use at your own risk, but I have found that it definitely has helped with preventing sunburn. And then another product is this dry shampoo, and it's really the dispenser. And then if I put it on my hair, do you hear that? The brand is Vor. Because I'm a true believer of double cleansing, I cannot live without an oil cleanser to wash off makeup and then a gentle gel cleanser after. But it sucks to pack a liquid oil when you're traveling. So in comes Pharmacy's Green Clean. This is a solid oil cleanser. It makes it so much more convenient to travel with. I don't need to worry about it spilling, and it's 50 ml, so you can even put it in your carry-on. So then the things I'm very excited to tell you about that I think will change your life when you're traveling. Definitely get a charging case for your phone. I have an iPhone 7, the batteries don't last long. You could get a power bank, but that means that you have to carry a power bank with a cord and then have multiple things to juggle with. This, I bunged for this, and it has 4 charges, makes my phone 10 times heavier, but at least it's not bulky, not that bulky. At least I don't have to carry an extra power bank. So highly recommend that when you're traveling. And then we also got a Wi-Fi, a portable Wi-Fi. The company that we went through is My Webspot. We had some troubles with them, but when it works, it's great. When we were traveling to Japan, after a long day of walking, Stefan's feet smelled disgusting. It could have ruined the entire trip. But this time, I thought ahead and I was like, you need to get shoe deodorizer. I really didn't think anything would work on feet like his. I've tried baking soda, charcoal, and then just picked this up at the pharmacy. If you spray it on like black shoes or anything, it could leave a stain, a temporary stain. So this one is the Dr. Scholl's Odor Destroyer. You don't realize you need this until you really need this. And then another thing I buzzed for, you would not believe what this is. It's a water bottle. Yeah. You know when you go to the gift store and they have those squeezy cucumbers that slip out of your hands? Funny enough, the person that I traded with, she said that she was gonna bring it to Spain, ended up forgetting it at home and didn't have a use for it anymore. There is a technique to drinking this. You can't just, here, you have to hold the lid or the base. You squeeze the air out. This holds 750 milliliters. I would choose this over carrying my heavy swell bottle any day. Using this for 4 or 5 days now, and it has not gotten smelly. I'm worried about it getting smelly because my swell bottle gets so smelly after one use, but this doesn't smell at all. I don't understand. The other life-changing product, I don't even need to explain. I'm just gonna show you. This is called the travel pillow. I switch it when my neck gets tired, and it works so much better than a travel donut. It can be a bit better, but it's been the best thing I have ever used so far for traveling. And then the last thing, you don't need to buy anything for it if you have a dog. I saw this hack on BuzzFeed where if you tie a leash behind the tray table and this is what I did, I just closed the loop like this. You create a hammock for your feet. It's great because I have short stubby legs and I can hang my feet, and then On that article of travel hacks, I also learned that if you ask the attendant for the full can of a drink, they give it to you. So traveling is really fun, and it can be fun and comfortable if you have the right things with you. I really wanted to let you know all the really cool things that I carried, and I hope it helps with your travels. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.